Hi, and welcome to today's podcast for the speakers at South by Southwest. I'm Kevin O'Malley from Tech Talk Studio in San Francisco. We're recording today at the Commonwealth Club of California in downtown San Francisco. 150 years of public discourse has happened here. Speakers like you wouldn't believe, and questions like you wouldn't believe either. That's what we're going to talk about today, audience questions and how to work those. So if you're our speaker, you're a standalone speaker at the podium, you're sitting down in a panel, questions can make or break your entire presentation. Questions are a place to bring in things you might have left out, you might have forgotten. Questions are a place to get input and excitement from the audience. You're going to get some really exciting things. Questions are also a place to really get off track. You've got to really watch the aggressive kind of guy who's going to be there. Most people in the audience will really be there for you. They'll be on your side. You will get some questions that really, especially if they're with a microphone and no moderator, you can get some really annoying ones. Don't take the bait. It's really critical. You're the speaker, they're the audience member. They're not your equal. They may have more experience than you in some ways, but for this hour that you're up here, you're the speaker. Take the question, listen politely, take it in. If you don't quite get the question, ask for clarity. Don't cut the speaker off either. Don't cut the questioner off. Unless they're going for about 4 or 5 minutes, then you may have to just firmly and nicely say, excuse me, what is your question? The moderator should be handling that. If the moderator is handling the questions, moderators, please handle the audience. Protect your speakers. Don't let your speakers get abused. But if you are a speaker, stand up for yourself and enjoy it. But don't get argumentative. We have found over and over again that if you engage with an aggressive question, that it's not to your benefit. You'll lose face, you'll lose stature, you'll go down to their level. Don't take the bait, but enjoy it. Maintain control. One thing that you may have heard about in the past are bridges. A bridge is a statement that brings you back to where you want to be. If a question comes in and it's really not the question that you were hoping for, and it's really not anything about what the talk was, just say, thanks, I think what you're really trying to say is X, Y, Z, and bring it back to what you're saying. Oh, that reminds me, one thing I meant to, that's a great question. That reminds me, in my speech, I meant to say this. Don't get in a fight. If somebody challenges you and tells you you're dead wrong, say, I really appreciate your input. Let me think about that, and let's talk after the program. Or, that's something I hadn't really thought about before. I'm not really quite prepared to answer that right now. Let me think about that a little bit. Why don't you give me your email and we'll connect. You don't have to take the bait. Questions and answers, you want to look cool, but you don't want to try so hard to be cool that you immediately answer without really knowing what you're saying. It's okay to say, let me think about that. It's okay to also, if a certain question is asked, if you're on a panel, four people, someone asks a question to the one next to you, if you have an answer to that, politely listen while the speaker who was questioned answers, and then say, can I add to that? Okay, questions and answers, very, very important. Takes a lot of practice, but don't take the bait. I'm Kevin O'Malley from Tech Talk Studio. Thanks a lot for being here. We'll see you in Austin.